I never expected a text to change everything. I was sitting alone on our couch, the clock reading 2:17 a.m., when my phone buzzed. Her name flashed across the screen. Home. Don't wait up. No explanation. No, I love you. Just those cold words. She had been at her friend's wedding all weekend, and I had trusted her completely. Until now. I tried to ignore the tight, knot forming in my stomach, convincing myself it was nothing. Weddings were long, tiring, full of friends and awkward small talk. Maybe she was just exhausted, but the way she typed, so clipped, so deliberate, made my chest tighten with unease. I had started noticing small things over the past few weeks. Little cracks I had dismissed at first. Missed calls that went straight to voicemail. Excuses about late nights at work that felt rehearsed. The faint smell of a perfume I didn't recognize lingering on her coat. I told myself I was being paranoid, that love required trust, but the seeds of doubt had been planted, and now they were growing fast. When she walked through the door, she hugged me tight, but something was off. Her perfume was sweet, but sharp, almost cloying, and her eyes avoided mine for longer than usual. She murmured, "I'm tired. Long night," and headed straight for the bedroom. I watched her go, my gut twisting, trying to reason it away. I didn't sleep. I sat on the edge of the bed, scrolling through our messages, trying to find comfort in routine conversations. Something familiar. But instead, I found subtle inconsistencies, lapses in memory, references to people she didn't usually mention, comments that felt rehearsed. My heart started hammering. I could feel anger bubbling under the fear. The next day, I tried to confront her casually. "Did you have a good time at the wedding?" I asked, forcing my voice to stay calm. She smiled just the right amount and said, "Yes, it was wonderful. Everything went smoothly." But there it was again, the hesitation, the tiny pause before she answered. Something was being hidden, and I couldn't shake the suspicion. Over the next hour, I noticed her phone buzzing constantly in her pocket, screen facing down. Every time she glanced at it, she stiffened, her smile faltering for just a second. My mind raced through possibilities. Was it just her friends congratulating her? Or was it someone else? Someone I had never suspected? The thought made my stomach turn. Later that evening, I was alone in the kitchen when a message appeared on her laptop, left open accidentally. I froze as I read it. The words were unmistakable. Tender, intimate, a familiarity that wasn't mine. She had been messaging someone during the wedding weekend. Someone she had never mentioned. Someone she clearly cared for. My chest tightened so much I thought I might collapse. I didn't scream. I didn't shout. I just felt numb, like the floor had dropped from beneath me. The memories of her laughter, her soft voice, the small gestures I cherished, all of it now felt tainted, like a cruel joke I had been forced to play along with. My mind kept replaying moments I had loved, twisting them, questioning every smile, every touch, every word. I confronted her that night. Her eyes widened, and for a moment, I thought I saw fear, maybe even guilt. She tried to explain, to justify, to plead that it was complicated, that it didn't mean anything, but her words felt hollow. I realized in that love, without trust, was no longer love at all. I could not stay in the shadows of her secrets, waiting for the next revelation. I filed for divorce that same night. I didn't do it angrily, or with yelling or slamming doors. I did it quietly, deliberately, with a calmness that surprised even me. I wanted to reclaim my life before her actions could steal any more of it. The papers were signed, my resolve firm, even as my heart ached from betrayal. In the weeks that followed, I allowed myself to grieve, not just for the love I had lost, but for the person I had thought she was. I replayed memories, feeling the sting of each one, learning to separate truth from illusion. I learned that some love is not meant to last, and some heartbreak is necessary for growth. The finality of the divorce brought an unexpected peace. I was free to rebuild, to find quiet moments of clarity, to understand that my self-worth was not tied to someone else's deceit. I remembered who I was before her, and slowly, painfully, I returned to that person stronger, wiser, more careful with my heart. That night, When the papers were signed and her absence filled the apartment, I sat in silence and realized that closure didn't always come with grand gestures. Sometimes it came quietly, in the decision to walk away, to honor yourself, and let the past remain exactly where it belonged, behind you,